And somebody at George will not tell me, but it's not raining here. Andrew is lying. No, it's actually raining in Rimouski at the moment. I don't know about your end if it's raining there, but I mean, I was just complaining. What is happening? We need just a little bit of space, some sunshine for, you know, a whole day at least. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Anyways, despite the rain, it's sunny side on radio, 92.3 Nigeria Info. I know I told you yesterday. I wasn't sure I was going to be here today, but let me just tell you, I'll be here tomorrow as well, so get used to it. My name is Ifiemi Andrew, and as always, interesting conversation is guaranteed whenever you are with me on the sunny side. Any other time, even, not just with me. So you have to endeavor to always listen. So we're going to start today with a few things. Majorly, the insecurity in the country is what I want to talk about. Not the whole country, but okay, the attack on the NDA. I'm pretty sure everybody's now aware. It's an open secret that the NDA was attacked. The officer was kidnapped. Whether he was killed or released, we can't really tell because there's different opinions about that on social media. So it's a kind of, well, dicey situation, I would say, because some reports were like he was killed, they found his body hours later, and the report came and said no, it wasn't that way, he's alive. Well, we don't know details, but what we do know is that there was an attack. Yes, there was. And that's not the only place. In Jos, there was another attack. Over 30 people died. In fact, there's a protest in Jos. The people of Jos North are upset. They are protesting. They are everywhere. Prior to that time, Samuel Otom, Benue State, had a conversation on radio. He was interviewed. He said a lot of things about the presidency and the president in person. He said a lot of things, and he described the president as the worst. He said worst in the history of this country before, and he said they were good, beautiful people, but this one is not, and a lot of things he said. And as always, you would expect a reaction, and we had one. We got a reaction today from the person of Garba, the media aide to the president, and he was upset, like he would be, and he was even saying, is that a way to talk to a president? And, you know, it went on and on. And he even accused the governor of Benue State of being, pushing a smear campaign, and accusing him of hatred for the Fulani extraction in Benue State. And even encouraging the people to vote him out in 2023 and vote out somebody that would, you know, cement the relationship and, you know, restore the cordial relationship that the people of Benue used to share with their neighbors. Anyways, all of these things have been happening. And we know what is particular about Benue is the whole open grazing thing. Since there was the ban on open grazing, a lot of issues came up. In River State here, we also have the ban on open grazing, right? It's been signed into law by the governor. But then I still see cows. Roaming the streets. Yesterday, in fact, I was driving and then I saw cows on the East-West Road. Cows. I was like, is this on River State? So what's happening? So we don't know what the government is doing, although remember that the Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Frank Bakola, said that there was going to be serious sensitization before full implementation. So maybe that would be responsible for it. The Arewa Consultative Forum, a branch here in River State, also wanted some level of sensitization. But with regards to how that concerns insecurity, I think the major question to ask would be, who are the owners of these cattle? Who owns the business? Because the guys moving around with the cattle are not the owners. So we need to be talking to the owners to call their people to order. I think that's how it should work. Anyways, different things happening in the country. I'm just trying to summarize all of them. And all of these things produce one thing. Many say insecurity. It's even tendency talking about grazing routes and all of that. When the says, to Garba Shehu said that, he says, the attack on the NDA would not dampen the spirit of the soldiers. In fact, it is going to, boost their morale to want to fight insecurity and end criminality in the country. I don't know what you think about that response from the presidency. Remember when the thing happened, there was no response. People started commenting yesterday, was like, what is happening? Something like this happened and then no response from the presidency. Well, voila, there you go. A statement came out and that was what it was about. The attack would not dampen but boost the morale of the Nigerian army. Well, how would you, as an individual, rate the federal government's approach to insecurity in the country? How would you rate it? Would you say they're doing fair? Would you say they're doing enough? Would you say they're doing okay? Would you say they're doing all right? I mean, how would you rate the whole activity of the federal government with regards to tackling insecurity in the country? The army has set up an inquiry. There were reports online that said that some of the guys watching the CCTV were sleeping. Well, the NDA has come out to refute that, said it's not true, but an inquiry has been set up because, of course, there was a security breach. That's what they're saying, and that's what they're looking at. So what reports that inquiry would come out with is what we are expecting and hope that it would be implemented, and we would see some people get punished. Let's wait and see. But for now, what we can ask you is this. How would you rate the federal government's response so far, the approach of the federal government towards tackling insecurity in Nigeria? How do you see? Are you comfortable with it? Are you satisfied? I want to know. Let's talk about this. 08179230002. 08179230003, 08179230007, 08179230009. If you want to send a WhatsApp message, the number is 0809-030-6416. So a lot of things in a lot of directions. Let's hear what you have to say, and please, you have to mind your language. You have 1 minute. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
You are welcome. What's your name, please?
Yeah, Joseph.
Joseph. Where are you calling from?
Yeah. I'm calling from D-Line. I'm in D-Line now.
Okay. All right. So tell us, what do you think about the federal government's approach towards tackling insecurity?
I just want to say that the only person that we have that has been speaking for us is Oton. I don't think that Oton has in any way insulted a president. He only describes the kind of person the president is. If there's anything that Galbashi would think Oton has said that President Buhari is not,
anyways,
come back and tell us.
But hold up, we're not really reacting to what Otom said squarely. The reaction generally would be with, are you satisfied with the steps being taken by the presidency, the federal government, to tackle insecurity?
The whole system has collapsed. Nothing. I'm not satisfied, and I'll never be satisfied.
All right. Why aren't you satisfied? Why aren't you satisfied? Why are you not satisfied?
If a place like NDA can be attacked, are we safe? NDA. I can tell you that Kaduna State alone have, or in the headquarters of Nigerian Armory, Kaduna State. That is where you have the war college, that is where you have NBA, you have Dagi, where they train army. What is happening in that state?
So what would you say needs to be done? What would you say the government should do, in your own opinion as a citizen?
In my own opinion, as a Nigerian, I would advise that in as much as we think we have manpower, we need external support and give opportunity to indigenous youth. Let them give information. This state policing is going to help. Because if you come to my village, I know as I'm in Port Harcourt, if anything wrong is missing in the village now, I know who I will call. I will give evidence that will tell me that this is the person that is responsible for that term.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. State policing or community policing. Andy from Rukbaku, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome.
Andrew, the truth is that if you want to tackle insecurity, must you tell the whole world that you bought RPGs or jets to? This thing should be hidden. It should be between the federal government as a secret. You don't announce it to the whole world. You strike when those people are sleeping. So the issue of federal government telling the whole world we've gotten this, we have to do this, we have to do that, I don't think it's a welcome.
So in other words,
because
you're not satisfied.
Your money and porandus to the bandits so that they too will prepare and know when to run and know when to strike. So the government should be up in doing their responsibility.
So Andy, you're saying, in other words, Andy, you're not satisfied with the approach the government is taking.
No, I'm not satisfied.
So what would you suggest?
You said?
What would you suggest?
My suggestion is that the federal government should wake up to their responsibility and do what is needful before those people turn it to Afghanistan, whereby the whole people will run. Because as it is now, we are not safe. So they should opt to do with what it ought to be done.
All right. Thank you, Andy. Thank you very much. Ida from Nkoro. Hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Well done to you. How are you doing?
How are you?
I'm
My
fine,
brother,
Go ahead.
the security issue with the federal government. Federal government is not trying. Yes.
Why?
Something everywhere. The kidnapping of students. Like if you come to Nkoro, I'm from Nkoro. Before I enter into community, they don't take nonsense with you. No matter how they send a message, you laugh to get with both of you laugh together. They don't take nonsense, even in Okupu. That's why in your sister, you don't hear anything pertaining crisis in Okupu Nkoro. Because security issue is that is very, very hard here. They don't take rubbish with you. So the federal government tackle security. It's just do something. Bring out the armies, pay them very well, give them equipment, put them in all the various places. If the security issue will just die off. I don't know that because in your radio station this morning, they just some Bogart and come out that governors and senators are sponsoring them. Yes, they cannot tackle security issue. Because information is leaking. The federal government wants to end security, they will end it. So nobody can fight federal government. Now can see that bandit is fighting them and winning them. This is tackling security issue. Thank you very much.
Okay, but I'm sure if you heard the statement from Garba Shehu did not say bandits are winning. He said, in fact, the attack on the NDA is coming at a time where the military has, successfully, pushed back bandits. They're beginning to retreat. They've tackled kidnapping. Terrorists, the Boko Haram terrorist group have also been retreating. I mean, those were some of the things that he said. So I don't know where you heard that they are winning, where you got your own from. But I think that's what is coming from the government. Good man. Hello, good man.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the issue of security.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, I grew up in the north.
Okay.
Precisely the very defense academy. And most Southerners do not understand this issue of insecurity that is going on. The day they get to know, they become aware. I don't know what's going to happen in this country.
So you as it is now, are you comfortable? We have a question we're asking. You have not answered our question that we asked now. If you're part of the conversation, you have to make your opinion heard, which is the steps the government have been taking to tackle insecurity. Are you comfortable with it? Are you satisfied?
I didn't get it.
Are you satisfied with the steps that government have been taking to tackle insecurity in the country?
No.
So what exactly aren't you satisfied with?
Okay. Now, the first and foremost, the first question to ask, is Nigeria an Islamic country or a Christian nation?
We're a secular state.
We're a secular state. Yes. How true is that?
That's because, are you a Muslim?
Hello?
Are you a Muslim?
No, I'm not a Christian, neither am I a Muslim.
Exactly, and nobody's forcing you to say you must be a Christian or a Muslim. Is anybody forcing you to?
Okay. Do you know, let me give you an instance.
So you've not answered our question directly. If you say you are not satisfied, why? That's the conversation.
Okay. We want peace in this court, right?
So why aren't you satisfied with how the government is tackling insecurity? That's the question.
Okay, why I'm not satisfied that there is a conspiracy going on. People want to impose themselves on others.
Oh, that's what you think. And that's why you're not satisfied with how the government is tackling the problem.
If you look at Saudi Arabia, Saudi is a Muslim nation.
Okay, well, the conversation basically, I'll put the question out again. This is what it is. We have insecurity. We had recently an attack on the NDA. There's crisis in JOS. There's the farmer herders clash that's also been causing issues. Different forms of insecurity across different parts of the country. Kidnapping. We had Governor Matawali also talking about the kidnapping that happened. About 80 people, I think they've been returned. We have the school children kidnapped in Kaduna. It goes on and on if we want to go through the list. Now, government have come out to say certain steps have been taken. Negotiation is not one of them, but they've been trying to re-strategize, rejig the security system, new appointments, all of these things. But many have been questioning those approach by the government, saying, if you're doing this and this is how you choose to handle it, we haven't seen any results. Last time it was the service chiefs, and then we have new ones now, and look at where we still are. The fight against, we've been winning the war, there's no more, it's not as you think. They are retreating, insurgents are retreating, the bandits are retreating, kidnapping has been brought down, and blah, 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 on and on it goes. And look at what we're still seeing now. So what else is the government supposed to do? As a citizen, you're looking at the situation and you listen to all of these things said by the government. Are you okay with it? Would you say, yes, the government has done its best, I am satisfied with how they are handling this situation? Or are you going to say, no, we need something new? Whatever they are doing, they're not doing it how they ought to. That's what we want to find out from you. Hello, John from Odili Road. Oh, I lost that call. Clement from NTA Road. And I lost that call as well. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Joy.
Joy. You're welcome, Joy. So let's talk. What do you have to say about the way the government is handling insecurity in the country? Are you okay with it?
I am not okay. I'm not okay with it. But I would have loved to ask a question. Are they really handling insecurity?
Whether you like it or not, they are. I mean, they changed. They changed service chiefs, so you can tell me if you don't think that's handling it.
Oh,
they got new fighter jets.
Oh my God! The Kenyan service chief, the problem we have now.
So what do you think?
Embarrassed in the NDA of all places was attacked. Then me and you are not safe because how can they tell me that we have the Air Force and you can't show these people on air? No, They still want the cash. You hear them say, refurbish them. You refurbish them and send them back into the society to return back to what they were doing. Now, let's be realistic here. Whatever is happening, it looks like a conspiracy. It's not normal.
Okay. So what would you say would have been the best approach?
No, when they attacked Benue State, I think, yes, that is some state now. The youths wanted to fight back, but they arrested them. And I wish they can just allow Nigerians to defend themselves, since they cannot defend us any longer.
So you're saying the best solution would be defend yourself if the government allows it?
They don't have. If you look at our government now, all of them, they're always in shock. The presidency is in shock. So many things would have gone bad. They don't have any solution to it. I don't think they have ideas. They don't have. They're not thinking.
All right, Joy. You don't sound really joyful right now, but thank you for your contribution on the show. She says they're all in shock. Ibiso from Odili Road. Good evening. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Andrew.
You're welcome, Ibiso. So, what's your take on this? Are you okay?
Well, we are satisfied or not satisfied. To me, I would say it's 50-50.
Oh, how so?
The government on their own are trying their own best, but I feel there is a sabotage because if the attack, this attack at the Kaduna State, I know NDA, before you pass through the gate to get to the main place, I think you pass different security posts.
Mm-hmm.
And for these people to have their way, I believe there is a compromise. Because, the problem we have now is most of these uniformed men, they are having the politicians on how much they are paying them and how much these uniformed men they are receiving. You understand? Because it's just like you, Andrew, is working in Nigeria Info, and they are paying you 500,000, for example. And somebody that is working with this military men and is earning like 100,000 naira, for example. And that person has served for more than 20 years. At least, when you have their salary, the person will feel bad that, you are still earning 100,000.
So, in other words, you're saying that the government should...
That's more understanding. There is sabotage, and the government should change their own tactics. It's not everything about security you come and say in the public. I grew up in the barrack. I grew up in the Gua barrack. So any intelligence, anything that you want to do, keep it to yourself. And between ourselves, let me say the truth. Let us take away this ethnicity and tribalism and religious sentiment in the military sector, because it's there. In the public, when we want to talk, we talk about, now you are asking somebody, the guy was saying Islamism and all the rest. When the military, I'm a Christian, you are a Muslim, it's a kind of a taboo between me and you. How can we work together, my brother? When we bring ethnicity, when they want to go and launch attack in the place, I was like, this is my own tribe, don't go there, when once you bring things like that into the security forces, things like this will happen. Now, some people are saying, it happened in the north. There's no send drones to go and kill people. It happened in the east. You send, so when once you bring these things into the public domain, you see that nobody will use his mind to work, because I will say that Andrew is my brother. Ismail is not my brother. So when Andrew do something, I will cover Andrew. If it's somebody I want to report Ismail. So let us take away this ethnicity and religion, tribalism in our system.
Okay.
If they like to bring America to come and fight this thing, America will not succeed. Because it's just like Andrew, I want to go and marry. And I use that hatred that what I face through when I'm staying with my stepmom to go and marry. I will still use that.
All right, thank you very much, Ibiso. You already made your point. Thank you very much, but we have to wrap up at this point. Thank you guys for your contributions. But however the situation is, most importantly, is to ensure that you do not contribute to the crisis that we're having in this country. It's already too much to handle at the moment, so do not constitute nuisance. Do not make yourself available to be used by anybody to perpetrate crime. Very important. So you don't add to the long list of people that we're trying to apprehend to ensure that peace is restored to the country. Well, thank you guys very much. The Sunny Side on Radio continues. We'll go on a short commercial now. When we return after that, the news at 1 would be coming up, and I'm going to have we'll be having a live guest from Trade and Commerce Nigeria in the studio with us at 10 minutes past 1. After that, I would be asking another interesting question. If you found out that your parents aren't your parents, what would you do? You want to tell me? Well, stick around. We'll talk about that after now.